My husband died 2 years ago. I didn't have any work before, so I went to Enda Inter-Arab for a loan to buy a cow. Now I have several cows.
We believe that our investment is not only the right thing to do, but it will also be good for the business in the long term.
Before, the workers at the factory had chest infections and fatigue, but I can honestly say that the working conditions have really improved.
The Barcelona process launched political cooperation between the European Union and the Mediterranean partner nations. The launch in October 2002 of the Euro-Mediterranean Investment and Partnership Facility by the EIB was a key date in the relationship between the European Union and the Mediterranean region nations. For the past decade, this exemplary partnership has fulfilled its role, accelerating growth and creating employment.
The main objective was to have in the same room, at the same time, at ministerial level or high-level officials, to have everyone involved in this process so that the Bank of the European Union could serve better the Mediterranean countries. And I think this has been achieved.
The EIB promotes economic development in its 9 partner nations of the Mediterranean basin, with private sector loans, industries, SME, micro-enterprises, equity investment in companies, technical assistance, or by funding studies.
Working with my mom in a workshop with a disabled person in handcraft. These women are Banat Baballah, the ladies of the heaven. They're happy because they have the chance to work.
800,000 small companies like Fedia's have obtained microloans from microfinance institutions funded by FEMIP.
I make kitchen units, a lot of different models. I sell them directly on the markets. Some people buy in bulk, even the supermarkets. I have made a name for myself.
In 10 years, thousands of jobs have been saved or created. 55% of FEMIP financing has gone to the private sector, SMEs for the most part, as here in the Lebanon with Matalek, a manufacturer of electrical transformers that was able to improve its environmental and technical quality in its production facilities thanks to a FEMIP loan. Lines of credit established in cooperation with intermediary local banks make it possible to seed EIB funds back to small enterprises in all sectors of activity. Cogital is a packaging plant. In just a few years, the company was able to invest money and target new markets thanks to the loan it was granted.
I invested a while ago into the Tunisian company. It was a very small family-owned company. Today it's a company that grew to acquire a company in France, in Morocco, to open through a greenfield project in Algeria, a flexible packaging company.
We recruit as many people from among executive personnel, engineers and master degree graduates as we do from among manual workers.
The FEMIP also acts as a catalyst, with its funding providing a particularly effective lever. The 13 billion euros invested by the facility has successfully mobilized capital of 35 billion euros. One such example is this Israeli-Palestinian company that successfully attracted private sector international companies thanks to FEMIP investment.
Cisco, John Chambers, our president and CEO, has made a commitment to invest $10 million in Palestine to see the model of job creation and economic development through ICT in the Palestinian territories.
And the IT sector in Palestine has been aimed primarily at the domestic Palestinian market and at the NGO community, non-governmental organization. We, Said and I, with this fund, are now going to give Palestinian entrepreneurs the opportunity and the capital to develop businesses aimed at selling products into markets all around the world in the IT sector.
Large-scale funding of infrastructure, as in Jordan and Morocco, has enabled the beneficiary nations to improve access to resources, either raw materials or manufactured goods, that is essential for enterprises as well as access to international markets. The 1,000-kilometer Medgaz gas pipeline is a technological feat linking Algeria to Spain and passing under the Mediterranean at a depth of over 2,000 meters. Thanks to the pipeline, the Algerian Sonatrach Group is now Europe's fourth biggest supplier of gas. The FEMIP also shares its know-how by providing technical assistance to upgrade skills, as well as its technical and financial expertise in key sectors of the economy.
We had heard that the management were going to install air filters and that the working environment will change. We were not convinced because we couldn't imagine the effect on the working environments. You should have seen it before, so you could see how much it has changed. It has had an enormous effect on our health and morale.
Another FEMIP priority is to improve living conditions for the people of the Mediterranean nations, particularly in education and health. There is also investment in community infrastructure such as urban transport, access to water and power, and measures to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The Arab world is changing. Nations and their partners face new challenges. How can new expectations be satisfied?
We have to better answer the expectations from the populations. And we have begun with Tunisia, Morocco, Egypt, and now Jordan. And I think we are successful involving local population in consultations so that with FEMIP we create jobs, we create future, and that's the way we will serve better the Mediterranean partner countries.
The next 10 years will certainly be instrumental for the Arab world. The FEMIP must press ahead with its mission by backing the economic and social development of the region, a vital element in preserving the new social equilibrium of these countries.